So in today's section, I'm going to be teaching you more on sales and closing. Now, it's one thing to actually, create sales, and it's another thing to be able to close people. It's not like for you to make sales. In fact, sales and closing is different. Sales is the fact that a transaction has actually been made, all right? And then closing is the process, all right? It is the process on how you get this transaction from either your audience or your clients. So it actually depends. So this video is practically targeted to people who are mostly into digital product, like products that are not physical. Now, it does not mean that you cannot apply to your physical business. Of course you can, but you have to, twerk it in your own way. So I would actually love us to, okay, I've not shared my screen yet, so please give me a minute. Let me be able to share my screen, right? Let me be able to share my screen, all right? So I'm here, I'm going to share my screen now. Share screen, all right? Okay, so I'm going to go to WordPress because I want us to, it's going to be more of practical, action and everything. So I'm going to maximize this, all right? So sales, now I'm just going to break this thing down to, normal understanding and then to my own level of understanding, all right? Because I've actually been dealing with sales and marketing since 2022, all right? So I believe with the result I've actually gotten, yes, I should be able to, explain this thing well in such a way that when you implement, you get results, all right? So before I start, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out. Like this video and also share to, anybody into business. It does not matter how small or how big the business is, whether physical or digital business, share it to them. It's going to help them. So sales is actually let me just say, the money you are actually making or the money you have actually made from your business. Now, closing is the things you do to actually make a sale, right? The things you do to actually make that money, to actually, take that money from your audience. Because the honest truth is that the money you are looking for is in the hands of people, is in the pockets of people. So how do you get this money from your audience? How do you get this money from your clients without forcing them? It is the process of closing. So it's one thing for you to know sales and marketing, right? Marketing is just bringing people in. The fact that you bring people in does not mean, or you're creating attention for your product. The fact that you're creating attention for your product does not mean you're going to make sales, all right? So that's why sales and closing is very, very important. So I'm going to be breaking down things you should carry in mind, all right? So the first one is having a social media platform, all right? Even if especially if you're into digital products, right? Having a social media platform, even if it's one, will go a long way for you. Why do I say so? Even if it's a paid traffic, people are coming into paid, like into your DM or your funnel using paid traffic. It is very important to have a social media platform, even if it's just one. What it does is that it actually boosts trust. They don't get to doubt you that much, all right? So this thing helps you to build what they call KLT. Let me write it. Where is it? It helps you to build, it helps you to build KLT. And then this KLT, your KLT stands for, your K stands for, it stands for no. All right. Your L stands for, like. All right. Your L stands for like, and then your T stands for what? Trust. All right. So you want to build this KLT. No action is being taken until you're done building this KLT. Even if you are running a physical business, when people come to your store and they don't feel safe, they don't feel like they can trust this person, they are bouncing off. No matter what you sell to them, percentage or non-percentage, or they don't care. If they don't feel safe, let's say they come into your chemist store and they are looking at all the medicine and the way the place is being designed, and then it's looking rugged, it is not looking like a medical place, they are not buying. Even if you give them for free, they will throw that thing away. All right. So you want to build this KLT, and one way to build it is social media, having one social media platform. Even if you're generating leads, all right, even if you're generating lead through paid traffic, you want to have one social media platform so that when people tell you, oh, I doubt what you are doing, you can direct them to that particular social media platform. It could be X, it could be LinkedIn, it could be Instagram, it could be TikTok, whatever platform you are building on. Now, another way to also, that's for, like, having a social media platform is not the only way to build KLT, okay? Another thing again you want to do is you want to have a professional bio, all right? A professional bio. And this professional bio, a professional bio. So this professional bio has to also cover profile picture, your description, and then your direction, right? So your profile picture should be professional. It should carry your face. You should not go and carry a celebrity face. No, you're promoting something. That's why I'm targeting more of digital people, because for digital people or affiliate marketers, people cannot see you. So they are already judging you based on what is in their present. You cannot be there to defend yourself. If your bio is not professional enough, they are bouncing off. So your picture should be professional enough. Your bio, that's your description, should be well detailed, and you should have a target audience. And then your direction. What's their direction? Is it come to my DM, or is it click on my website? Things like that also covers for both. It actually also covers for both your DM. Even if they come to Telegram, they come to WhatsApp, your WhatsApp should be well detailed. You should have a good profile picture, a bio, and then still a direction. It could be send a DM or connect with me, let me help you out, things like that. You want to have that down. This also helps to build KLT, because by the time I see your professional profile picture, I've already started to, I might look at the picture and be like, oh, this person, I actually, find interest, but I'm already building KLT already. I might not know you from anywhere, but with time, of course, I'm going to build this KLT. And this is what will give me the mind to bring out my money to pay you for either your digital products or service. Now, there are so many things that needs to be put in place, but I'm going to try my best. Mention out the things I know will really, really help you. Now, for you to have your sales closing technique perfect, and for you to be able to close people when they come to your funnel, is you need to have a system. You need to have a system, all right? This thing is very important. You might not see it as important now, but you need to have a system. You either have a system or an automation. Now, some people, when they come to your funnel or they come to your DM, there's no response, they're bouncing off. Even if they don't bounce off and you come to reply to them later on, they are cold in response. So you either have an automation, do you get, or you're either using automation. You need to have a system. What's your system? When people come to your DM, do you tell them save my contact? When people come to your DM, do you tell them, okay, save my contact and then we'll continue? Or do you tell them, listen to this voice note? So what is your system? Your job is to always keep these people warm. When they enter your DM, let them always be busy. They're either busy listening to a voice note or saving your contact, or carrying out a task or a challenge. Repost my flyer so that you earn so and so. Those are the things that you need to ask yourself. Now, another thing that has to deal with sales closing is knowing their problem, all right? So it's one thing for people to come into your DM, they trust you and everything. They trust you and everything, and at the end of the day, you cannot pinpoint their problem. You're going to be losing a whole lot of money, all right? So you need to know their problem. Like for this person to enter your DM, For this person to enter your DM, do you get me? What is their problem, right? Because it is that their pain point that you're now going to use to now talk to them, knowing their problem and making sure that you have the solution. Don't just say, oh, I want to sell to this person because this person entered my DM. Let me sell to the person another thing. That's wrong. The moment you start pitching something else, they'll begin to lose this KLT, which is what you do not want. So you want to be sure you know their problem, or you can actually pinpoint their pain. And then you want to be sure that you are the perfect person to solve that problem. Okay. Is this particular person struggling with lead? Are you a lead gen expert? Are you an organic lead gen expert, or you're a paid lead gen expert? Are you a Facebook ad expert, Instagram ad expert, Google ad expert? What do you do? Is this person your target audience? You need to know. If you cannot help them, tell them immediately, I can't help you. Do you get me? It is very, very important. Now we are getting deeper. Now, the next thing is you want to have a closing system. It is very important. Or I like to call it closing system because everything works hand in hand, or closing style. Now, this closing style, it could actually be, you can either close people, all right? You can either close people through one-on-one call, all right? One-on-one call, through one-on-one call, okay? You can close people through VSL. You can close people through ebook, depending on how good you are. You can close people through, voice notes, all right? Voice notes. You can also close people through, let me give gap here. Right? All right. So you can also close people through WhatsApp class. All right. WhatsApp class. If you're an affiliate or you're a digital marketer, you know this very well. Okay. So, and so on and so forth. But these are the most effective ones. All right. One-on-one call, VSL, ebook, voice note, WhatsApp class. Now, I usually use one-on-one call if it's a big client. All right. If it's a high ticket client that are going to pay high figure, why you want to build that connection with them. It does not matter if they're buying one thing, as long as you know that this so thing is already hitting 5, 6, 7 figure once they bring out their money. You want to use one-on-one because it builds this connection. There's just this kind of feeling where you begin to hear a human voice from the other end. And in the call, you want to be very confident. Your one-on-one call can be audio or video call, so you should be prepared for it, all right? And when you enter the call, you need to be in charge, all right? So this is something I'm going to be breaking down, as we go along in our channel. Now, VSL is video. You can create a webinar or a recorded webinar, all right? Awesome, I just remember something. Live webinar. All right, so you can actually create a recorded webinar, a recorded video that breaks down what your digital product is, what is solved, how it can help, testimonial and offers, right? And then you upload it on YouTube, or you can upload it on Google Drive, whichever place you want. And when people come in, you direct them to your VSL. Now, depending on how good your VSL is, the moment they are through watching, they are going to be closed. Now, the next one another way you can use is ebook. Of course, we know ebook, so you can write, all your information in ebook and then sell to them. Your ebook does not have to be very long. It can be very, very short. All right, very, very short. Now you can use voice notes, all right, and communicate with your audience or your clients. This builds trust a whole lot. You can organize WhatsApp class, depending if you're a digital marketer or you're an affiliate marketer. Of course, you should know WhatsApp class. I do this a whole lot, to close people for my course, all right? Now, live webinar is something I've never tried. I plan on trying it soon. But this live webinar, the reason why I've never tried is because, it is live. You cannot make any mistake, any error. You get, so I'm that kind of person that always wants to be perfect before I jump into it. But you can use live webinar where you bring these people to a live webinar platform. All right. It could be Zoom, it could be Google Meet, whatever it is, but they are going to be there live watching everything you are doing. And of course, it's usually always a video live webinar. So they see your face, they build KLT immediately, and then once you're done teaching them, they get to convert. Now, you might actually have a good closing system and you will not be making so much sales. So how do you make plenty sales? You want to start after your closing system, or after you have, sell to them, use your voice note or do one-on-one, because some people, they might say, I'll get back to you. You want to first of all start, handling their objection. All right. You want to start handling their objection. Okay. Number 7, you want to start doing follow-ups. It's very important. Okay. So number 8, you want to start dropping testimonials. This boosts testimonials. All right. And then you want to have a Godfather offer. Godfather offer. And then you also want to have, you can either do a short-term discount, that's up to you, urgency, it's called urgency. You want to do this also. Now you can do everything at a go in your live webinar. You convert them, but you also want to keep on handling their objections. Some people, they might ask you, I'll get back to you, and you just leave them. You want to ask them, why do they want to waste time? Why are they not getting back to you immediately? Those are the questions you need to ask you. So ask them why. Now, the moment they tell you, oh, this is the reason, you want to tackle it. Some people, they might tell you, oh, I don't really trust you that much. And then that's when you now tell them, okay, you can go to my social media handle and check me out. You see that everything is linked, all right? And check me out. You see that I've been doing this for long and it has actually helped. If you're a fitness coach, I've actually been training a whole lot of people. You can go to my social media handle and trace all the way back, okay? So for example, like me, that I'm into the online business space, I can tell you, okay, you can go to any of my social media handle. I've been building for over, I've been building for over 1 year now. I started since 2022. So you can go and check me out. So this is one way of handling that kind of I do not trust you so much objection. And if the objection is I don't have money, you can break it down for them by bringing out a payment plan, or you can ask them, why do they think, they need to have so much money at hand for them to get your product? All you want to do when it comes to this objection section is to give them options, because anybody that comes to your DM is coming with the mindset of, oh, I don't have to spend. All right. But by the time you give them more reasons why your product is a life changer for them, they will create out options. They can either get a loan, or they can either watch their fund for that month and get whatever you are offering to them. So whenever people bring out objection, it just means that your product is not as valuable as it is for them to be able to grab it immediately. All right. So that is why you want to break all those objections. Of course, we'll be diving deeper from time to time. Now, follow-ups. This is very important. All right. How do you follow up? You must not necessarily be asking them, oh, how far, how are you doing? No, you can go further to start asking them. You can go further to drop like screenshot of testimonials if it's in a Telegram community or WhatsApp or email list. You can go further to be dropping it there. You can drop motivational content. You can drop spiritual content if you're a Muslim, if you're a Christian. All right. You want to drop those things so that they get to know that, okay, you're a God-fearing person. And of course, you can educate them on other things concerning your product. This way, they know that you are a serious person and then you are not a scammer. All right. So that's how you do your follow-up. And follow-up is very important because when leads come into your DM, they do not buy automatically. So when do they buy? They buy later on. So those people that you do follow-up to, they convert better because they've already stayed in your funnel and they now know that, okay, this person is so valuable and I cannot miss any of his or her what product or content. Now, testimonials. Testimonials move people, all right? People do not care how good your product or service is. They care what other people say about it. So when people are testifying about it, doing video, even if it's just screenshots of maybe one of your clients saying, oh, this your product worked for me, or this your course is so powerful, use it. It triggers people because people want to be sure that other people have tried your digital product or even your physical product and they have gotten results, all right? And then you want to have a godfather offer. Now, a godfather offer, it's something that when you offer to people or when you give to people, they will feel so stupid for saying no. All right. So your godfather offer can be, let's say if you offer a graphic design service and then you are looking for business owner, your godfather offer can be pay me once you are satisfied with the design. So it is risk-free. Godfather offers are always risk-free. All right. So your godfather offer is something that is always risk-free. All right. It is considered something that is risk-free, something that is too good to be true, and something they cannot miss out on. So imagine if you're a graphic designer and you offer a digital service, right? Or you offer a service which is graphic design, and then you are telling people, do not pay me until you are satisfied with my design. And you now say, okay, my service charge is 10,000 or it's 20,000 per design. They know it is risk-free. I mean, if they're not satisfied, they're not paying. And then if your design is sweet enough, they are going to be happy with you. Of course, they'll be like, oh, this person is serious. And for them to miss out on it, I mean, it is risk-free and it is something that does not affect them in any way. So they are going to say, yes, I cannot miss out on this. Why? This person is actually serious. And then they will go with it. So you need to have it. Now, you need Godfather offer for both physical products, digital product, and even online product. Now, you just want to carve it out in your own physical way, all right? Now, the 10th one is urgency. Urgency is something you create in the minds of people, but you don't want to create fake urgency. Don't say, oh, this is going to be available within the next 30 days at this also amount of price. And then after 30 days, the price is still at the same discount price. People will see you that you're creating fake urgency. You can say, this my course is at 5,000 naira for this so 7 days, and after 7 days it's going to increase to 50,000 naira. That's urgency. People, and it's not just urgency, you're also creating like a godfather offer inside this urgency. The urgency now is that you're telling them that after 7 days they'll be paying 50K. Now people will feel so stupid to miss out. Why? Because the price is so sweet. It is a godfather offer. Do you get me? And they will rush and they will get it. This is how to make more sales for yourself, increase your closing, and scale your business. You can apply this as a digital marketer, affiliate marketer, even as a service provider, and even as a physical business owner. Now, there are also more in-depth things that you need to watch out for. But I know that by the time you implement these 10 things all the way down, you will not lack. Like your sales will increase and your business will increase. All right. So if you find value in this, you owe me two things. First and first, subscribe to this channel. You owe me that if you find value in this. And second, share this video. If you find value, if you don't, forget about it, okay? But if you find value, subscribe and follow me because more power banger video content like this will be dropping on this channel. And also do not forget to like and of course, comment your thoughts about this video. See you in the next one. Thank you.